Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you here today with an article from PJ Media. And I think this is a very curious thing for all of us on the right side of the political spectrum was who exactly was running the Biden presidency, considering his brains were made out of applesauce. And let's see if this article gives us any indication. It says the 6 key people who covered up Biden's senility have been unmasked. And well, it's probably a lot more than 6, but these are the 6 key people. So it says Joe Biden recently admitted that he might not have been able to complete a second term, telling USA Today, "Who knows what I'm going to be when I'm 86 years old?" Well, yeah, brains are going to be worse than applesauce at that point. So it says it was a stunning admission indeed. For years, conservatives were calling out blatant issues with Joe Biden's cognitive health and physical frailty. On Monday, our long national nightmare will end, and so obviously this was printed before Trump became, or was inaugurated, I should say, again, as president, because it was the day before that. So we're just going to do this anyway. It says, once again, we'll once again have someone physically and cognitively capable of running the country back in the White House. But that doesn't mean we should forget the scandalous efforts by those around Biden to cover up his decline. So a new report from the New York Times not only goes into detail about how aides adjusted his schedule to ensure he was in good spirits, limited his exposure to negative news, and shielded him from public scrutiny, surrounding him to shield him from view. And didn't they just, is this like the same shield him from shooters? Okay, whatever. It sounds kind of like a duplicate sentence there. So anyway, it says even modifying his use of Air Force One steps to avoid highlighting his physical challenges, but tells us who in the inner circle masterminded the efforts to curate his public appearances, provided pre-scripted teleprompter responses for private events, and, of course, coordinate responses to negative media coverage. The story highlighted Biden's family's and inner circle's efforts to manage growing concerns about his age and health, even as they publicly downplayed them. According to interviews with over 24 aides, allies, lawmakers, and donors privately, his inner circle recognized his physical decline more than they admitted. So 6 key people protected the president, the New York Times revealed. Jill Biden, the First Lady, and Hunter Biden, his surviving son, fervently believed in his ability to win. Mr. Donilon and Steve Ricchetti, the counselor to Mr. Biden, knew when and how to deliver information, along with Annie Tomasini, the deputy chief of staff. She and Anthony Bernal, the First Lady's most senior aide, took tight control over the president's public schedule. Well, there you go. There's the names. And this great part here is like actually from the New York Times, so they're quoting that. It says, all of them are deeply devoted to Mr. Biden. All are adept at navigating his quick temper. All enjoy proximity to the most powerful office in American politics. And all were convinced that he was the only one who could beat Mr. Trump. Well, there was, some cheating probably in all likelihood going on in 2020, so they beat him, but it should be with an asterisk. So it says, then there was Mr. Biden himself, whose pursuit of the White House had been the family's project for nearly 40 years. Finally elected on his 3rd try, Mr. Biden suggested that he would be a transition president. But his pride, plus a string of legislative accomplishments and a strong showing in the 2022 midterms, drove him to seek re-election and set out on a quixotic mission to prove his vitality. Mr. Biden told USA Today that he could have defeated Mr. Trump if he had stayed in the race. But when he departs the White House on Monday, history will remember him as the man who beat Mr. Trump and paved the way for his return. Basically, yes. So it has long been obvious that Jill Biden was a key player in the unsuccessful cover-up of Biden's cognitive decline, but now we have the names of those who clearly knew firsthand all was not well with Joe Biden. But let's not pretend they were the only ones who are culpable in this scandal. The mainstream media could clearly see that Biden was not well and generally dismissed questions about his mental acuity as right-wing conspiracy theories or attributed his mental lapses to his stutter. Then there are the Democrat leaders who were closely with him, who no doubt saw the same problems these sinister 6 did as well and did nothing about it. So there you go. Oh, right-clicked on something by accident. Let's scroll up. Let's go back up here. Where are those names? There we go. So yeah, here you go. Joe Biden, Hunter Biden. Let's see here. Mr. Donilon, it doesn't say his first name, and I don't know who that is. Steve Ricchetti, Annie Tomasini, and Anthony Bernal. And those are the people you can blame for, like, after the, the debate with Trump, where people came out on the left and were like, I don't know what the hell's wrong with this guy in terms of Biden. Okay? Like, I remember there was one guy who was a college professor, like leftist influencer type, and he basically just wrote on X, he wrote, what the hell did I just watch? This is what everyone's saying was going on the whole time, man. You just had your head buried in the sand. You just wanted to believe what you were told, and that was it. But that's kind of what it was. So these are the people that are responsible for that person believing that Joe Biden was okay. So that is that. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. It's a short one today. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.